Hi everybody, welcome in this video. I'm Adrienn Light, living embodiment of Anfrinit. And today in this video, I would like to speak to you about soul families, soul contracts, karmic connections, and twin flames. A lot of you asking me about all these connections and how I perceive this reality about the different souls and how they are connecting together. So I would like to share with you in the multidimensional consciousness, through the multidimensional consciousness, to understand what is all this. So when you're living your life and you cross with different persons next to you, maybe you have the sense or the feeling that they are coming from the same soul family as you at the moment when you have a deep connection with them, or maybe you recognize some of them through different incarnations. And also maybe you are with your partner and you sense that your partner is your twin flame, and you still don't have a partner but you are seeking for your twin flame. Maybe you have some connections with other persons, and this connection, it's a tricky or difficult connection, and you can feel and think that you have some karmic connections. Maybe you can have also remembrance that in past lives you had a different role with them, and maybe you affected some way their life, and now in this life they incarnated as your daughter or your son, and this is how you have to heal this connection now. So I always receive these questions, and as you know, my teachings, I'm always teach to you and show to you the multidimensional reality, and I'm basically the oneness. So then I always receive these questions that how it can be that we are all one, how it can be that I affect the other person next to me and it's a reflection of me, but I have my soul and the partner next to me has his soul, and we have different paths, and our soul has a different mission. So how it's all, I will share with you in this video. But before this, I would like to give to you something. So I created a free Light Body Consciousness course. If you would like to receive it, you don't have to do anything else. Just register in the link below and we will send it to you, the free course, the Light Body Consciousness course. So let's dive deep in. The only thing that I would like to acknowledge that every different belief system, every different thinking, they have their truth, and I'm not here to say to you that what you have, your belief system, it's not truth, or it's not, this is how it is. So you have to know that the reality has different layers, and all the different layers has its truth. So it's very similar when someone asks me that the mermaids exist or the unicorns exist, and there is not a such answer as yes or no. It's depending how you feel it and depending how you see it, how you receive it. So these things is the same, and in this video I will clarify for you what means soul family, what means your twin flame, what means karmic connections, contracts that you have with different souls, your partner, your family, your mother, your father, and your kids. So all these connections I will share with you how it's all. Uh, Before we jump in, I also would like to say to you that every month I get, or I allow, 3 private sessions with me. So throughout this private session, I connect with your soul, with yourself, and I channel all the multidimensional reality of yourself and give you messages what I'm receiving from your multidimensional perception. And also I help you to align all the different layers of the self and open your multidimensional consciousness and connect with your light body consciousness. So if you would like to have that session, two of these sessions I already booked for November. So if you would like, if you feel the call, one is still free. So you can go to our website and just book the session. So, how I want to explain you, how I can explain to you how it's all these different souls are. So, I could say that it's a kind of funnel. So, an upward funnel. So, just imagine that this is a channel like this, and then it starts to open like this. And throughout this funnel, you can receive and you can see different layers, and all the different layers displays different realities. So depending on the consciousness of the self, you perceive that way the layer, what you find there. The basic one is the three-dimensional reality. So when someone has a three-dimensional consciousness, and at that moment the self, the only thing that perceive is a physical form. So that kind of consciousness, the person is not opened to soul and energies, nothing. The only thing what that person is able to sense is the physical matter. And then there is the next step when someone starts to open the senses a little bit more and be able to receive energies and understands that we are not just our physical body, so we are built up from soul and energies, and this information creates our life. And basically when you connect with other person, you are connecting to the soul of that person, and this is how you are interacting. So at that consciousness, the being, it's a little bit awakened, so more awakened, and be able to see a beyond of the physical. But still, that on that layer, on that consciousness, the self is still in the separation. So what means when the being is in the separation, it's not connected to the divine source connection and has the illusion of separation. And that consciousness and that layer, the self as a separation, experience the reality as I am and you are and you are and you are. So at that reality, the self has the has a sense that we all are separated beings and we all have different paths, different mission, and throughout this reality we are crossing each other and we meet each other, and this is how we are experiencing this life. But what I would like to say to you, so if you see even more, so if you open even more your consciousness, you are able to receive all the multidimensional reality, so all the layers. And what I have to say there, that we have infinite timelines in creation, and when you get one timeline, which is you, which is now your life, when you get one timeline, you can find a center point of that timeline, a center blueprint information, and that informational field creates the whole information of the timeline. I can describe you different ways. I imagine that this is the center point of the timeline, and all around it is the information that this informational field reflect to that timeline. And basically, this is your life. So when I say to you through my teachings that your basically the three-dimensional perception is a mirror room, so everything that is all around you, it's reflect back your energies. And now this point, I receive always the same question that, Adrienne, there are different souls next to me and they have their mission, so how it can be that they are reflecting my energy? um Basically, it's just an illusion. So it's just an illusion that you think that the person next to you, they are separated beings, and you are perceiving this because you are still in the separation illusion. and you don't have the sense and the knowledge to receive all the multidimensional reality at once. And other way also, I want to say that you are still thinking in a linear belief system. So our physical mind reflects everything in linear, and that's why we think here in the physical through the linear uh, rules, so see, through this perception. And that's why we think that it's me who I am. I have a past, I have a future, and I'm just going in this path. So I have a past life, I am now my current life, and I will have, when I will leave this body, I will have my next sense, and this is like this in a linear, and next to me the person also has his linear path, and we just cross each other, and all we are just going together like this. So all this is linear belief system, linear thinking in a separation. So when you open your sense and perception, and you are able to receive the multidimensional perception, your multidimensional creation, at that moment you are able to receive and think in multidimensionality. So not just in the linear thinking. At that moment you are able to perceive at the same moment all the different realities, all the different dimensions and frequential fields. So this is the thing that when I'm going back in my center point, I'm able to sense all these different existences, all these different dimensions, and not just one in a linear. And when you are able to do that, you are able to see that the whole creation, it's it's a multi-dimensional creation, and there are infinite timelines in the whole reality, and you are just grabbing one timeline, and in that one timeline, you are the protagonist, you are the creator, and you create the whole reality what you are receiving here. And so depending of your energies, depending of your knowledge, depending of your consciousness, this is how you perceive this information. It's similar when we have a mechanism of a car. So when your car breaks, a normal person doesn't know why it's broke, but the person who understand the mechanism of the car, those persons are able to see and fix the problem, and they are thinking, I'm just seeing four wheels and the car with a color. But basically who understands the whole structure of the car and the mechanism of the car, they are thinking in, okay, this cable goes here, if you do that, do this, and they understand the whole system of the car. It's very similar how you are able to perceive the whole multidimensional reality perception of this holographic reality, and you are able to fix all the different places of the vibrational field that you hold. And that moment, basically, you are experiencing the oneness. So oneness through you, oneness through your perception, and then you recognize yourself through the different mirrors that you can find around you. Everything is just a reflection of yourself, but you are able to sense it if you are able to expand that much your consciousness to really truly live the oneness and experience this dimensional, multidimensional perception. I'm just checking if I have to share with you something more. So yes, what you have to know it's the whole story that you are receiving as your life. Um, it's just creation of your mind. So the mind thinks and creates the image. Basically, all timelines, every timelines that we are speaking, they are just vibrational fields. So the different cells, different particles are vibrating in a certain way, and those information creates the images through your mind and creates your life, and our mind thinks in images. The same how you see a movie. So the movie, how it's grabbed on your disc, it's just signs, and you put the movie in those signs in those information in the projector or TV, and then it displays the whole movie with the story. And this is how you are able to receive the information through your physical sense, through your mind. And this is how your mind be able to understand what you see on the movie. And what is also important, that all these pictures that you are receiving from the three dimensional is all connected to emotions, because we are linked to this information through emotions. So there is a particular of all this field, and to this particular it's linked in an emotion, and this creates then an image, and throughout this image you understand, so there is an image and it's linked to an emotion, and this is how you are receiving, perceiving. That's why all the movie, every movie opens and gives you some emotions, gives you the information. So this is how the information arrives to you. This is how our physical mind works. But basically, when you are able to go beyond of this physical matter, you receive and see that it's nothing more just information and vibrational field. And at that moment, also the emotion disappears. So you are not anymore linked to that in the same way. So it's the same how you are able to understand the car. So your mechanic, and you know how, or the whole system of the car, or you just use the car and just see the four wheels and that's it. So it's the same way. At that moment when you are able to tap into the informational field of the reality, then all the emotions disappears, and you are not linked to the three-dimensional reality as a victim. At that moment you are functioning as a creator, as a conscious creator, connected with divinity, with divine source essence, and through that consciousness you are able to consciously create all the multidimensional perception of yourself. And this is the point. So this is where you have to arrive, and this is the only thing that you can take with yourself. So the all the incarnation one, the only thing in matter is the awakening. The only thing in matter, your consciousness. So how you are able to awaken your true consciousness and connect into source and divinity, and receive the sense of multidimensionality. And that moment you understand the whole creation and see all the different timelines, and yes, and know have to work with it, and what to do. So this is exactly what I'm doing through Anfrinit. uh, I'm connecting the self to the light body consciousness, and liberate the self of the separation of the unknowing state, and connecting to divinity source connection, uh, opening, awakening the multidimensional sense, and liberating the soul from the separation, from the victim state, and from the needness, because basically the three-dimensional reality based on needs, on needness. That's why we can. That's why, because the self is disconnected from the divine source, disconnected from consciousness, the core consciousness, and try to find the solutions on the physical field, because this is the only place where the self has connection. But at the moment when you are able to see the whole beyond, you have the key is in your hand, and you are able to perceive the truth of the creation, the truth of yourself. I have an Anfrinit membership program where I share with you each month different programs. So I channel different practices, different meditations, and I share with you in this membership program. And also we have one live call each month where you can connect, where you can where you can ask anything, any guidance in your life, towards your life, and I can channel for you the answer. And also I, throughout these sessions, these live sessions, I'm working with your frequential field, with your vibrational field, and do adjustments to awaken the consciousness of the self. If you would like to join, I welcome you to in this group, which is so amazing. I really love this group and connect with you every month. So yes, feel free to join to the Unfriended membership program. I'm so happy to connect with you here. And if you would like to share anything about soul contract, karmic connections, soul, twin flames, soul families, or if you have any questions, I'm really happy to receive you. So just leave us here in the comment and let's start the conversation. Thank you so much for your attention, and I'm sending you all my love.